Here we go with our next contest, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the super featherweight division. Please welcome our next boxer, a young man once again from Liverpool. Here is Ricky Starkey.
All right, thanks. We're going to need talking points in Smasher, I think. I'm just going to go right. I'll have a walk around and give him a shout. See you soon, mate.
Opposing him, here comes the young man from Holyhead. Here is Marky Evans. Still live and exclusive on VIPBoxing.tv. Our penultimate contest of the evening is 6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the green colour shorts trimmed with gold and claret. At the weight he scaled 9 stone, 9 ounces. From 5 contests he has 2 wins, 2 defeats and 1 draw. Presenting from Liverpool, here is the Battalion Stallion, Ricky Starkey. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the silver, black and purple coloured shorts. At the weight he scaled 9 stone, 3 pounds, 3 ounces. He comes to the ring this evening as the current and reigning Welsh Area Super Featherweight Champion. Presenting from Holyhead, here is Little Marky Evans. Timekeeper at the bell, Phil Morris. Referee in charge of the action, Manchester's Darren Sargentson. 6 3-minute rounds.
Okay, fellas, you both got rules. Keep it clean, don't want anything long. Watch the heads. When I say break, take a step forward, follow the feet on all sides.
Could well be fight of the night here. Mark Evans against Ricky Starkey. Ricky's the underdog, but he's taking this extremely serious. He really did look on it at the weigh-in yesterday. Mark always comes to fight. I think we could have a little bit of a bang-up for as long as this lasts. Yesterday, Starkey made the agreed weight, fighting at just over super feather tonight. Evans had to disappear off for a couple of hours just to lose a pound or two to make this agreed weight, but they've both done it tonight, they're both in the ring. And Starkey sees fights like this as a chance to get himself noticed, doesn't he? You know, he's gone on the road early in his career, he's finding it hard to sell tickets. He doesn't want to miss an opportunity like this.
Yeah, and equally for Mark Evans, it's a must-win for him because he wins tonight and you'd think he'd be in the mix for titles. But a loss and he's right back down, he's got to rebuild again and he's getting towards the end of his career. He might not have time for that. And we said that in Buxton in his last fight and he's in the same situation here. It's a must-win for him.
Yeah, I think Mark's been told if he does get through tonight, there's going to be an opportunity for him on one of the big shows coming up in Liverpool over the next couple of months. So it's you could argue it's the most crucial fight of his career. You know, at Mark's age, as you said, Luke, he's got to win.
And equally, like you said, Starkey's not going to be a pushover tonight. He's going to want that win as well because he'll see it as an opportunity to put his name out there and hopefully get himself on those big bills as well.
Yeah, and stream getting lots of good comments tonight. Jimmy Byrne saying, well done, it's working perfect. Chris McDonough always tunes in. He's saying it's great that VIP are streaming boxing in the off-season. Mario Gaston says, "Dijamen, si alguien habla español." Does anybody speak Spanish? And no, neither do I. Don't forget, hashtag VIP Boxing Live. Comment on the Facebook video. Big exchange there. Oh, Evans landing cleanly, left hook and a right to the body. I think we'd expect Evans to be the bigger puncher and the stronger man here, wouldn't we? I think Starkey's probably a weight class above where he should be.
Yeah, and I think we'll start to see that towards the end of the fight. It'll be interesting to see how Starkey deals with Evans here tonight. I saw him when he fought George Brennan, and he got a draw that night by keeping it real close range and holding it. It was a really scrappy fight, but he's not doing that tonight.
People watching might have seen Starkey on a Sky show, might be, Foz?
Yeah, he boxed Sean McGoldrick in Belfast. On the undercard of Ryan Burnett's victory against Lee Haskins, and I know that Eddie Hearn was impressed with him on that night, and has told him that he could be getting an opportunity on another show that will be on Sky Sports very soon.
So there was a big exchange at the end there, wasn't there? You know, they both traded went for big right hands. They both just missed. So two heavy shots to the round there if it landed.
Yeah, and Evans has just started bleeding from the nose just as he walked back towards the corner there, streaming out of his nose.
I wonder if Starkey's punch did actually land then. I was just looking over Starkey's shoulder, but if he is bleeding, it must be from that right hand they just exchanged.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Yeah, let's see if there's any. Oh, it is pouring out. Blood's pouring from his nose. Wonder if that nose has been broken. We'll soon see if Starkey can get some shots. We'll see a reaction from Evans, I think, if his nose has gone. And suddenly it's like an opportunity's opened up for Ricky Starkey here.
Very early in the fight as well. Still 5 rounds to go. Plenty of time.
Look at the blood coming from Mark Evans' nose.
And the thing with a nosebleed or a nose break like that is because the blood's pouring out so much, it goes everywhere, and it looks like Mark Evans is taking a lot more damage than he actually is, because now he's got blood on his forehead and under his eye, but it's all coming from that nose.
It does make it hard to breathe as well. There's a slip there from Starkey. It won't be a knockdown. It does make it hard for Evans to breathe. He's pouring out. It's pretty bad. Starkey's just trying to keep us at range now, isn't he? You were saying at first he got the draw with George Brennan because he kept it close, but I think he's got to do the opposite here and just pick away at this damage.
And he landed a right hand there, right on the nose. Blood still coming out of it.
for Battalion Stallion, as he's known, used to be in the army. Tremendous nickname, isn't it?
It is, it's great, and he's being told by his corner man, John Smith there, Smogger, to box. He's being implored to box.
Lands another right hand on Evans. A little bit of a harsh warning there for Starkey. I think Evans rushed him, he just tied him up in the corner. Darren Sargentson's saying it's the second time you've done that. Gonna have to be careful now, Darren. This just clips Evans with a left hook. But we promised you a high contact fight, didn't we? And so far it's living up to it.
And I think Evans' nose must be broken because he's so much more urgent in this round. He's rushing, he's landing a lot of shots. And that's usually a sign that a fight is hurt in some way.
So this would be
work.
It won't make headlines, this, but this would be like a decent sized shock, I think, on the circuit we're on tonight. You know, if Ricky Starkey was to beat Mark Evans, not many people would have predicted it beforehand, but so far Starkey carrying out the game plan to perfection. Evans, a little bit of desperation in his work and gets him with a nice right hand. Blood's actually spurting out of his nose.
And you can see he can't breathe out of it either, because every time he breathes out of his mouth, blood goes everywhere, but he's struggling to breathe. Not surprised, to be fair.
Aaron Davis is watching from Saudi Arabia. You can see the blood in perfect high definition.
Starkey throwing the shots and getting out of range really well.
I just wonder how much the weight difference, and it's been fought at quite a heavy pace, isn't it? Starkey looks like he's breathing already. So far so good for Ricky Starkey. Old Mark Evans' injury is going to make this an uphill struggle for him.
And here's one for you. What do you do with that nose in the corner? What can you do? You're going to struggle to stop that bleeding.
Yeah, sticking adrenaline up is probably the worst thing you can do. I'd imagine that might make your nose close. You know, drawing blood to the area. You don't want to make it clog in your nose and just make it more and more difficult to breathe with the coagulants we use in the formula. One thing he doesn't want to do is blow out of his nose, make both his eyes swell.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 3.
There we go for round 3. We're taking an interesting turn this fight. Ricky Starkey's going to have a bit between his teeth. I think he came in being ready for a war, but it's actually turned out that his best route to victory is to box his way. Does Evans just look a bit more composed in this round, Luke?
Yeah, already. You could see it in the second round. He came out dead urgent, looking to land as many shots as he could, but he seems to have settled down. I don't know what was said in the corner, but he's back to the Evans that we usually see in there. But we have only had 40 seconds of the round now, and that could change, but he looks a lot more composed in there.
He's got him. Evans has got him.
2,
Starkey's hurt as well.
4, 5, 6.
You can see how much that means to Evans. He's banging his
8.
gloves together. He's going to try and get this over and done with. Oh, beautiful left hook. That's the end of the fight. Mark Evans turns it around with a beautiful left hook. Ricky Starkey went down heavily then. Let's hope he's okay. For looking after him in the corner, it was a big left hook knockout. Mark Evans, we're assuming with a broken nose, turned that around incredibly. What a shot, Luke. Obviously we hope Starkey's okay.
He's just sitting up now. He looks okay. The medics are in there, the best in the business, and he's being looked after, getting to his feet slowly. Obviously he's on unsteady legs, but he's up and he's okay. Fair play to Mark Evans, he calmed the crowd down as well. And
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky's up and on his stool already, so I'm sure he'll make a good recovery, we hope so. Thank you for the applause.
Yeah, Mark just went over to a neutral corner and waited, didn't he, until Ricky got up. That was a heavy, heavy knockout.
We'll just wait a moment or two for Ricky to make a full recovery, and then we shall determine the results of this contest.
We're going to try and get a word with Mark Evans, find out just what happened with that nose and get him to talk us through the ending. But we promised you an exciting fight of a night, and it lived up to it, didn't it? Poor Ricky Starkey there. Weight to victory was clear for him, but he just couldn't, as we said, the natural weight told, didn't it? Evans just a much heavier puncher there. Jimmy Byrne saying Evans, he's one of those fighters that bleeds and looks worse than it is. Top corner man, and a hurt fighter is a dangerous fighter. Well, you got that right, Jimmy. You should be doing our job. Ewan Evans on Twitter always watches us.
Let's hear it once again for Ricky, ladies and gentlemen, who's with us for the announcement. After 1 minute and 16 seconds of round number 3, referee Darren Sargentson has dispensed with the count. Therefore, your winner by way of technical counter from Holyhead, still Little Marky Evans. Ricky Starkey.
Somebody call the doctor. Thankfully, the doctor's got to Ricky. He's disappointed, but luckily, seems to be perfectly all right. Ewan Evans will talk about Masha against Dodd during Masha's fight. Ricky Starkey just hopping out the ring next to us. Well, he managed to jump out the ring, you'll be pleased to know, and he'll be okay, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have your attention, please, just before Masha enters the building. Thank you. We have a young Birkenhead boxer who is Sean Dodd's teammate. She's just recently won a Commonwealth gold for England in the Bahamas. Let's hear it for Chloe Watson, ladies and gentlemen. Shot the medal, Chloe. Look at that. 2017 Commonwealth gold medal. What's the Bahamas like?
Amazing.
Did you fall in love?
With Bahamas, yeah.
Let's hear it once again for Chloe, ladies and gentlemen. Chloe Watson. Just last month. Well done. And every success in your future career, Chloe. If you can just be quick, please, ladies and gentlemen, with your respite. If you need the toilet, do it now. Just before our main event, we're going to have boxing's traditional 10 bells for a recently deceased fine boxer from the Birkenhead area, Robbie Davies Sr. So we'll do that any moment now. If you can just get back from the toilet or the bars as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Well, Mark Evans has joined us. Mark, I was going to ask you if your nose is broke, but looking at it, it is, isn't it?
Absolutely, no. I can tell you that.
Was it the right hand at the end of a round?
Yeah,
did it?
right in the very end. I felt like loop over and he caught me on the nose, and I thought, oh, here we go. You know, but there we are.
Oh,
went all right, didn't stop me. So
the second round, it looked like you had an urgency about you. Third round, you came out, paced it better, and you found the shots.
yeah, well, that's what he was shouting. Shot on the hooks, catch me the hooks coming in. So I just timed it, he came in and caught him with the left first, and I caught him with the right afterwards. So, yeah, it worked well.
Oh, it's a stunning knockout. I'm going to let you go and see the doctor. Just a quick one. There's got to be titles now, Mark, hasn't there?
Oh, I praise God, I hope. Well, I hope so. I'm not a pup anymore, so let's get me in there. Let's get me in them good shows and see what we can do.
Brilliant. Well done, Mark. You go and get yourself seen.
Thanks to VIP and put me on the great show, guys. Thank you. Cheers.
Well done.